After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. A welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on. Steve Serrano gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy has a three-pitch mix, and he needs all three of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Getz, a Canadian native. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Little chopper back to the mound. And that's the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Calvin Getz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready for another chance. Jack Bridges. He flew out in his last at bat. The 1-2 is lined to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was.
Striding in once again, Calvin Getz. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Alford rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball. And even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. But 1's all they get as the run scores. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Calvin Getz. And they'll need him to get something going here. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Popped high in the air. McCall is there for it. One away. And tonight's final, 7-3. The Yard Goats used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the New Hampshire. Digging in now, Calvin Getz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Ramirez has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least 1 or 2 guys into the rotation. Have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
Jonathan Finney, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one. Digging in to try it again. Melvin Trotter, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Trotter.
Grounded down the third baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Calvin Getz comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, a 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Fisher Cats are out in front, 1-0. Ready once again, Calvin Getz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Garlobo, a Venezuelan-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Ortega will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled.
The game's future star, Daniel Zamora, a Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
The 1-0 home. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Trotter. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game. Now at the plate, Calvin Getz earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So the error winds up not costing him as they leave the bases loaded.
Leading things off.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Steve Blair. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, we're early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first is in time. Ready for another shot now, Dave Hernandez. He successfully laid down a sac last plate appearance. It's a swinging bunt. And there's out number 2. Leading off the inning, Calvin Getz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Chopped weakly to the left. Bridges scoops it up, and the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play. Digging in once again, Jonathan Finney. He got called out on strikes his last time through, and they got him. At the plate, Calvin Getz.
Third baseman, Calvin Getz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Bridges up the middle, and he'll throw against his body to first. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Hartford Yard Goats. Welcome to MLB. In now, Calvin Getz. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Calvin Getz.
He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. The 1-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Digging in, Calvin Getz, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Getz, a Canadian native. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. Hit sharply on the ground. Bridges takes it in, and there are 2 away now. So digging in now, Jack Bridges, he flew out in his last at-bat.
Jack Bridges.
High pop-up. Gets moving to his left. And that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 5 innings complete. The Yard Goats lead it 7-2. Now at the plate, Calvin Gets. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a soft liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here. Standing in, Chris Hensley, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Chris Hensley.
The 3-1. And he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at-bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Luis Batista. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? He is, as he gets the 3 unassisted putout. Digging in and looking for more, Alan Lopez. He singled his last time up. Fry, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. To third, 5. He's right there. To second for 1. On to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Stepping in, Calvin Gets. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. 7-5 how today's comes to an end. The Hartford Yard Goats used a nice 5th inning to take the lead.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Minor league. Into the box now, Mickey Dawson. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. The 0-1 on it. This is hit to third. Look at this. He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. We've played an inning. Still coming to the plate now, Calvin Gets. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here it comes, 0-2. And he just misses with a curveball. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Jimmy Sherman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Jimmy.
Hit on the ground to third. Gets. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Stepping up now, Calvin Gets. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, one away. Stepping in, Calvin Gets.
Third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Now the 0-1, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. A ball and two strikes.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this. At the plate, Calvin Gets. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very. But mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 6-0. Now in the box, Calvin Gets earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, sombrero.
This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. New Hampshire led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Aaron Perez claims the win out of the pen, his first, as he gives up only 1 hit in 5 innings of work. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Fisher Cats.
The The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Calvin Getz. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Martin will put this one away, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Leading off the inning, Calvin Getz. And they'll need him to get something going here. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And the leadoff man gone now. Now batting, Calvin Getz. He flew out in his last at-bat. High in the air into shallow left center. Dawson on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Ready once again, Calvin Getz. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground toward the left. Jones ranges to his left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Ready for another chance, Calvin Getz. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. One and one. The 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it. Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing at stuff in the dirt and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays him a cookie.
Boy, you would think after throwing 2 pitches. Out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Go ahead run to third there after the bunt. The sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up precious outs, but they do have a lot of ways now to take the lead.
So coming to the plate, Tom Linden, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. And this one is wide for ball one. Alford at third, Getz at second with one away. Back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lorenzo Ortiz. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Worth hauls it in, and now the runner at third doesn't know what's going on.
And they get the double play at third.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
Games set to get his evening at the plate started, Calvin Getz, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Alford, the runner at third with no outs. Lifted in the air out to center field. Trotter moves over. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
That was a good controlled swing out of here.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Dave Hernandez, and it's been a real struggle for him. Turned around in a hurry. Sinking liner toward left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Striding in once again, Calvin Getz earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2-1 now. A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Digging in once again, Calvin Getz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the runner back. First pitch coming. Here it is. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
The 0-1 on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Bridges ranges back, and he has it for route number 2. Digging in to try it again. Calvin Getz. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Fuentes on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Fisher Cats took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jason Schutzle gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Daniel Zamora pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Juan Machado wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Fisher Cats, 4 runs on 9.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Hartford Yard Goats and the New Saul Wooten, a left-hander from Virginia, will be your starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
3-2 pitch. Down the line. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Calvin Getz. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
0-1's the count.
And the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Andres Diaz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And that's the first out.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Stepping into the box, Calvin Getz comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. On the ground to the left side. To his left, McCall. And that's the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jack Bridges. He singled his last time up.
Jack Bridges.
Now, attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. So a big moment here, and standing in, Calvin Getz. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate at strike 1. Soft liner to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left. Ready for another shot now, Kelly Stewart.
Kelly Stewart.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground to cleanly. And there's out no. He swings through a fast.
Is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obvious.
The 0-1 delivery. Here's a little chop. Chopper up the middle. Bridges charging this one. And there's one down now.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams.
A slumping hitter gets some coaching up. Even the best hitters in the world must always be attending to their fundamentals. Slumps happen. Poise in the face of them is a must.